Joining us at the beach today, Grayson Allen.
Alleged Duke bad boy, but I want to show you another side of him. He doesn't like Izzy Gutierrez. You can't blame him, really, right? So we're just going to interview him by ourselves.
Well, what's his problem? Why doesn't he like
No, I'm just fooling around, Bobby. I'm just fooling around. It's not that he doesn't like Izzy. It's just that we taped it and Izzy wasn't here.
I don't know.
What do you think is the happiest that basketball has ever made you? Do you remember any one moment? It doesn't have to be. It could be being accepted to Duke, whatever it is. Is there any one moment that has made you happier than all of the rest? Is it winning the championship or something else?
There's been a lot. Winning the championship is the easy one. That's up there. First dunk ever has to be up there, just because I felt like I'd reached something that I was never going to be able to do. Getting offered by Duke, signing to Duke. It's just, there's a lot. I'm really thankful for all the basketball.
Well, tell me, take us back to your first dunk, because did it surprise even you? Like, because you finally got there? Take us back there.
It did. I was really close to dunking my freshman year, but never actually got it clean. And then we were just doing some normal drill before practice, like a half-court layup drill, and I just decided to go dunk it in the drill and got it clean. And then later in that season, my first dunk in a game was actually pretty much on somebody, which completely surprised me. Thinking back at it, the rims might have been a little low, but it's 10 foot to me. I won't think about that part.
Well, hold on a second. What do you mean it surprised you? You surprised yourself that you were able to dunk on somebody? You rose up thinking, I won't be able to do this, and then were surprised when you landed?
No, I rose up, and in my whole mind, I'm not thinking about me doing it. I'm thinking about, like, all right, this is what Dwyane Wade would do. So I'm like, but I can't really do this yet. I might get up here and get hung and embarrass myself, but in the moment, I just had to try it. I always wanted to do it.
What can you tell us about overcoming adversity in your childhood? Did you have anything along the path that was a struggle that was difficult to overcome?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to sit here and try to act like I had it bad, but I saw what my parents sacrificed for me. My mom worked 2 jobs so I could travel and play sports. She worked her job and then picked up an extra job at the church so that they could pay for travel expenses and all that kind of stuff. I actually had a lot of trouble finding an AAU team, which is weird to think about now because there's so many of them. But I couldn't get an invite to play for a team until probably 8th or 9th grade. And so that was really my first experience with travel. But really, other than that, I mean, I'm the guy out there playing AAU basketball, one of the only white guys on the court, so my jersey's getting pulled all over the place, and that's just how it is.
So that's how it was? So you felt while you were playing, you were feeling, okay, I'm the only white guy on the court. You could feel that. You were reminded of that at every turn?
No, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just how it is in basketball, and that's how it always been. I mean, growing up, I'm playing in Jacksonville. I'd go to, open gyms in the city or different courts to play, and I'd be the only one there. And so that's just how it is. It's how it's always been for me, and it's how I grew up playing.
Wait a minute. Grayson, I can't believe that one of the answers to your question wasn't, I mean, it must feel really good to you you have to have so many memories of walking onto a court of black guys who were underestimating you and them realizing all of a sudden, oh, wait a minute, we shouldn't have done that. Like, you must have so many stories like that.
No, the funniest part is I couldn't really shoot the ball until maybe my senior year in high school. So as soon as I get on the court, it's always, shooter, 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 watch the shooter over here. And that was like music to my ears. I just get it and drive right by and try to dunk on everybody.
Did you find yourself in many fights during pickup games, like just when you were younger? Did your style of play, was there brashness involved?
I never got into any fist fights when I was younger, like in basketball games, but definitely a lot of shoving, a lot of trash talking. I remember playing, I was actually in, my best friend at the time, he was what I call pretty much my brother. In his neighborhood, we were playing pickup, and he actually had to come to my defense because of over a pickup game. Because they get intense, like pickup basketball isn't about your highlight tape. Pickup basketball is about winning and beating the other 5 guys on the court, and that's really what I loved so much about it.
Go ahead, Poppy, what do you have for him?
Yes, Grayson, I heard that you coach a bunch of old guys at Coach K fantasy camp. can you give me a few
Tips.
pointers on how to improve my next basketball
All right.
game?
Well, you got any pointers? I didn't realize you coached an old man's league. Give us some pointers here. What do you got for us?
So the key for the old man's league is don't fast break. Save your energy. You got to walk the ball up the court, get into that slow, steady offense, you know, and pound the ball inside. There can be a lot of driving and kicking. You got to get the ball inside. So if you're a post player, I'd be feeding you the ball on my team.
Well, I'm great in the paint, you know.
No,
I'm
you're not
great in the paint.
No, he's a coward. Thank you, Grayson. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Gracias, Grayson. Gracias.